first of all, it's an honor to be surrounded by titans of the industry and talents such as yours, if I could call you that. Do you guys take well to compliments or?
Always. We don't get them very often, so we're just not used to it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so you can call me Andre, and what an honor it is, Straight No Chaser, truly.
Thank you.
And I'm not sure with regards to sort of your status with your travel situation and whatnot, but have you guys touched down in the what I call the tropics, the motherland?
We're not there yet. We will be there on Wednesday. Right now, we're up in Tokyo. We were performing on a few Navy bases in Japan, and now we've got a couple days to sightsee. We're kind of going around to Shibuya Crossing, to Tokyo Tower, and singing in front of those iconic spots. And we're chomping at the bit to get down to see you here in Manila.
But I guess we could start there, right? Sort of, obviously right now you're in Tokyo, but is this going to be then your first time in the Philippines? And sort of what are you sort of most excited to see or try out when you guys do get here?
So yes, this will absolutely be our first time in the Philippines, and we're excited for all of it. So much of, right now we're excited for what we don't know, I think. Most of us are fairly adventurous eaters, so I'm looking forward to some incredible food. Years ago, I did a production of Miss Saigon, and we had some folks who were from the Philippines, and they made some of the most amazing food for our family dinners. So I'm really excited to try some of that.
Okay. And I guess just as a, I don't want to call it a disclaimer, but the stereotype does hold up. The Filipinos are all about food and music, and so you guys are in for a good time, 100%.
We love both. That's a great reason the group started. Global peaks.
And you mentioned, I guess we could go there, sort of the origins of the group, Straight No Chaser. How did you guys originally sort of come together? And I mean, the name itself is kind of unique. How did the name come about?
So we started back at Indiana University in 1996. At the time, we were part of a show choir there called the Singing Hoosiers, and we got together basically to sing for food and girls, because what higher calling could any college students have? And so those were our humble beginnings, just singing at sororities, dormitories, the quads. Did I mention sororities? And and so then we got back together, and so that group started to be a legacy group and remains there at IU now, almost 30 years later. Then we got back together in 2008 after our video of 12 Days of Christmas went viral on YouTube. So that was kind of the impetus for us to sign with Atlantic Records. And now we've been all across the country and now the world for the last 17 years.
And so just quickly, when you mentioned sort of like about, it being a legacy group, you're saying there's a sort of a current rendition of the group at IU to this day.
That's correct. The group now goes by the name Another Round.
Okay.
But Another Round still is on campus, rocking it, just still the top a cappella group on the campus, and we wouldn't have it any other way.
And I have to ask, Another Round, is that also, again, a play on the same themes of the name, Straight No Chaser?
I guess so. Right? I think you might be onto something.
Mabuhay, thank you. You guys, like you mentioned, you guys are traveling. You guys are in Tokyo at the moment. Was it Tokyo in Japan?
Correct.
You guys are traveling so much. Just looking at your tour dates, you're sort of booked up for essentially the rest of the year, right? How do you guys sort of stay connected with your audience base or your supporters, your fans, despite you guys traveling so much and being at all these different parts, different states, in this case, different parts of the world? How do you stay connected with your audience base?
Well, that's how we stay connected with our audience base, just being out there on the road. After every show, we'll go out into the lobby to meet and greet, shake hands, sign anything that anybody wants signed. And so we try to be, up close and personal with our fans and really get to know them on a human level. So that's when we connect with them more than anything when we're on the road. But in the interim, while we're here in Asia, when we're in other parts of the country, we're always putting up our clips of what we're doing, backstage, little behind the scenes kind of views of new songs we're working on, all those things to give them a little more insight into the daily life of Straight No Chaser.
That's what I was going to get to. It's always nice to get some insight as to, how, our people we support and, their personal lives even. But I want to go to this. Like I mentioned, Filipinos, we love music. And as someone who is personally what you would call a sucker for, harmonies, vocal stacks, and layering and blending, for you guys on an operational executional level, what sort of one song, let's call it one song or genre, you wish you could cover, but it's sort of too wild or complex for an a cappella arrangement? Or is there, I mean, even for magicians such as yourself, there has to be like one sort of aspect of music that is just a little tiny bit more difficult than the rest?
That's a great question.
That is a great question.
We are able to cover almost any genre. We try our best to bring our vocal stylings to it. For example, we love the song "Creep" by Radiohead, and I never thought of like it being a vocal based song, but we were able to find a way to make it into a choral song, make it something that it's an obvious rock song, a hard rock song. Yeah. We were able to do it choral wise. If you want to check that out, it's on our YouTube page and all of our Instagram feed stuff at SNC Music.
Yeah, that's what we've covered Metallica, we've covered rap, we've covered hip hop, a little bit of everything. So that's part of country. What we should be a country. We try to really shock you with how we do cover our songs just with the vocals.
Yeah, and that's what I was gonna get to is I feel like for you guys and with how talented you guys are, there is sort of no limit to what you guys can achieve with your voices, right?
That's right.
But now I want to go to this. Like I said, the stereotype does hold up. Filipinos love to sing, and with that, when you guys do get here, there's a lot of sort of street side karaoke's that happen here in the country. Would that be something that entices you to sort of just jump in and sort of? I mean, it would obviously be unfair to stack up and compete against you guys. But it's a little bit of a friendly competition. Would that be something you guys would be interested in doing?
Absolutely.
100%.
We're singing all the time, whether we're on stage or off. So it would only be a natural fit for us to find some of those spots ourselves.
Awesome. And it'd be super. I promise you, it's super fun. It is super fun.
Oh yeah.
What can your supporters here, though, your Filipino fans, what can they expect from your upcoming Manila show? Any surprises or sort of special moments planned, or what's up? What's going on there?
Well, hopefully what you'll see is that you'll be shocked by what we can do with a cappella. One of the first things we did was go back through our catalog of music and say, all right, what has done the best in the Philippines? What has charted the best? And so you'll hear songs that but you'll hear them in a way you've never heard before. So that's one of the things we'll be doing, just putting a different spin on all the music that you've heard before with our own flavor.
Nice, and again, Filipinos love music. You guys have fit right in. Before we wrap up, any message though you'd like to maybe share with your upcoming show about your upcoming show and your Filipino audience, your Filipino fans? Any message you might want to share, or let them know.
Well, hopefully you'll see what we're doing. Before we get there, you can follow us on our socials, SNC Music, and just look ready to have a good time. We want people. I know that again, the Filipinos, they sing so well. They love music, so you're gonna hear music. We want you to get up, sing, dance. It's a party, and you're invited.
Awesome. I mean, I can't wait. Honestly, I unfortunately I never got the Filipino gene that sings, but I do love to party and have fun with my boys. So it's gonna be super fun, guys. Thank you so much. This was an honor. Straight No Chaser. I appreciate you guys a ton, and good luck with the rest of the tour.
Thank you so much. Would you mind if we sang something?
Can we sing a song?
Oh, please, absolutely.
Great. 2, 1, 2, 3. It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sometimes she said you could take a break. I am blue, like in God's face. Like I don't care, baby, by the way. Because I belong if you feel like a Broadway down the roof. I belong if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I belong if you know what happiness is to you. Because I belong if you feel like that's what you want to do.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, Pharrell Williams, for that Pharrell Williams edition. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thanks, guys.
Hey, thanks for watching. For more exclusive videos and artist interviews, you can check out our videos by clicking here. And don't forget to follow us on our social media accounts too. Links are in the description below.